looked at the Google Form questions, a lot of questions came about the previous club, about this merging, this marketing and international business club coming together. And some questions were directed as such the marketing club could have survived alone, right? So in accordance to you guys, since you guys have been affiliated with both the clubs, both the scenarios, do you believe that was the merging absolutely necessary? Could both the clubs have survived alone? And what you guys have to say about it? Like once again, Madhav sir can start this time, and then we'll move on to Sajid.
Sure, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
All right. I think when it comes to about survival, and what I have seen from both the members of both these two clubs that used to be here, both TMC and IBC, absolutely they could survive. But again, when we think from an organizational perspective, when you think from a student perspective, yes, absolutely, both can survive, no problem whatsoever. But when we think from an organizational perspective, the decision was made from that perspective, that most likely the management felt that we might not need two of them together. Rather, it would perform better, that we will synchronize better with the department as well if we have a combined, a merged club. Right? I think that actually happened as well. That as a faculty, if I just say, because when we had TMC and IBC, I wasn't part of any of them. But the associations and interactions that we used to have with clubs, I think after it merged, it became better. Because now everyone knows that, well, let's say for department, we have a seminar. Everyone knows that this is the one club that we interact with. Previously, it was two of them. So in many cases, it wasn't clear which one to go for, which one is associated with this topic and such, right, from a departmental perspective. But now it's very easy. This is the one club. Everyone knows the EB panel, and everyone knows that, well, this is our interaction. So I think this works better, especially as a departmental perspective, right? From the student, I think Sajid and Sadaf can add more.
Yes, Sajid, Sadaf.
So, 6 months before the merger, for the International Business Club, we had our first ever flagship event, InnoVenture. So that was the first time we actually organized a flagship event, and it was a lot of hard work for that time's the executive panel, and for us as well. Like, we never had an opportunity to organize such an event, and it took a lot out of us. But after the event was successful and it all ended, we got the news that there was going to be a merger. Now, from my perspective, I think that for something to survive, there must be some form of change. There has to be some form of change, and be it negative or positive, it can only be seen in the future what this change can bring. So, was it needed? I think so, because I feel personally that the club is doing really good. Not to bash the other previous two clubs, but the new club is doing a lot of things, and we have the current panel. We have a lot of plans, but as you know, that due to the coronavirus, we couldn't create our proceed with our event, our flagship event. But so far, we've been successful with Amelia, our minor event, and the skill development program that we are doing currently. Even online, we are doing. We have done with Roby and Bat. So those were actually successful, and we also currently have a partnership with cities, and I hope that will be more successful in the future. So yeah, the change was actually needed, and as Sir said, it's easier for the department to oversee one club rather than two clubs. It's easier for the faculties, for the chairman, sir, for the institute as a whole. So yeah, it's better.
So the main aspect here is the fact that as a departmental club, it is very important that the department knows you, because প্রত্যেকটা ডিপার্টমেন্টেরই কোনো না কোনো ক্লাব আছে, may it be finance or management, whoever they are. It is very important that this club actually becomes some sort of support for the department itself. and previously যখন দুইটা ক্লাব ছিল, if the source question is brought here that ওরা কি সার্ভাইভ করতে পারতো, of course মানে maybe, মানে it's surviving is not a factor here, মানে if they had their own events, but was it necessary to keep two clubs under a department? Maybe no, because অনেকগুলো questions, অনেকগুলো confusions থাকে, then দেখা যায় যে একটা ডিপার্টমেন্টের ক্ষেত্রে অনেক কিছু একটু ডিফিকাল্ট হয়ে যায়. So this change was needed, and even as Sajid said, that not bashing the previous clubs, they were the reason why Sajid and I, Ali, আমরা এখানে আছি. It is the reason why we are here in this panel. But the thing is that this change was needed to give a structure, a firm structure. Like, you cannot be a gelatin in such a strong university with such strong clubs around you. You have to be something strong, firm, and this change was exactly that. Departmental ক্ষেত্রে এটা অনেক important হলো, and the fact that we are able to create an impact, like doing events like MLE or Amra. We were almost there with Obsonatus, আমাদের যে flagship event-টা. We were almost there, everything was ready. আমরা actually March-এর last week we were supposed to go on with our promo video, as in like আমাদের prize money কত and everything, our sponsors কে and কি না, but unfortunately March-এর 18 তারিখেই university closed, so এই কারণে আর কি we had to back off. So we were there, we were arranging events. Our department was actually holding a very big regional conference, RCMIB, যেখানে if I'm not wrong, 9 জন international professors were coming, right? 9.
Yeah.
So 9.
Inshallah, just to add a little bit is that hopefully, inshallah, we'll have the conference, but maybe next year, and hopefully still we will be part of it. And even all the promotion work that at this point or till this point that happened of RCMIB, especially the in-campus promotions, MIBC has been an integral part of that.
Energy tanks.